My front bumper has been cracked for years, and with it being fiberglass and me not knowing how to repair it, I just drift stitched it and wrapped it and called it a day. But now that the wrap is removed and we have Grid Life Circuit Legends coming up in just over a week, I've decided to try to repair it and have it painted in time, which is an incredibly ambitious task. I hope you guys stick around for the whole video because this is one I'm really proud of. Now let's get the bumper off. Another project I'm going to be tackling at the same time is the rear mounted wing. I painted it a long time ago, and after we tore the wrap off, all the paint came with it, and I want to have that painted as well. It should be pretty straightforward. All we have to do is drill out the existing rivets, and I'm going to be replacing them with riv nuts so I can secure it down with screws and have it be a little bit more serviceable. All right, so this is the damage we're looking at in the back here. And here's the crack. And then there's also like an impact over here and then one a little bit lower, which you can't see. But I've had these drift stitches on for, I don't know, 4 years, 5 years, been a while. So we're gonna attempt to repair this. We're going to use fiberglass, resin, and some body filler. Before we do that, we're gonna sand the whole thing. What I understand, before I can put on the resin and the fiberglass sheet, I do have to hit this with the sander here and here just to kind of try and make a divot. It's going to be kind of hard with a hand sander, but you know, you work with what you got. And we're going to try and taper these down so that the resin and the fiberglass can sit in there nice. So let me try and do that. Wipe this down. Isopropyl alcohol.
Are you itchy yet?
Not yet.
All
surprisingly,
right.
Are you?
I don't think so.
It's coming. The storm's coming. We're going to be using our secret weapon, which is wax parchment paper and some tape. And what we're doing with this, if we go to the front here, because we're going to be laying the fiberglass in the back, and I had drift stitching before, we have all these holes here. So I heard that wax paper will hold the resin in place if we tape it down and tape around the edge, and hopefully that will keep the resin from coming out, spewing down, and just causing a massive mess. So we're gonna put it to tried to make like a little lip on this side because we have to fill this area in. You know, we suspect we're gonna have to do a lot of sanding on this, so that's not lost on us, but that's okay. We're not going for perfection here, just better. All right.
Welcome to the world of fiberglassing.
We'll see what happens. So we're gonna do a general square here. We'll make it a little bigger. We can always trim more off.
Yeah.
So this is gonna go here.
Perfect.
Oh, that's not a bad size at all.
There you go. You're good.
So let's trim this up a little bit because I still want it to overlap. Right?
You want
a good amount.
Oh yeah, why not? Just freaking do it.
Just go it.
Just
go
do it.
For it. All right, we'll go
Stronger,
for it.
yeah. Better adhesion.
So we have this piece will go here. This is where this will live. So we got there.
That might even just be one big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, I'm good with leaving that, but I got to get some on here.
Yeah, I know. I mean, another big one.
Just another big one?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All right, so what's the plan with the resin? I've never mixed up resin before.
So we started by getting a container, And we just used regular water and a measuring cup to identify where half a quart is.
Yep.
So we marked that line, and now we're filling it up to that line.
Okay.
So there we are. So we have a half a quart of part A.
Yep.
And then it says to do about 10 cc's per quart for the temperature that it is right now.
So because it's a half a quart, we only need 5.
We'll need 5 cc's. And they have on here the cc's. So this is 11. So we're going to want to go down to 5.5-ish, a little above 5.5.
Okay.
Does that sound right?
Sounds good to me. Wait, 11? And we
Right
need
now
how
it's
many?
at 11.
It's at 11,
We
so
need 5.
So we need 6.
We're going down to a little, yeah.
Is it 6? It's 6, right?
Yeah.
Because 6 at 5 is 11.
Right.
So we got to go down to the 6 mark.
So, but they don't really have that many marks, so we're gonna go a little above 5.5.
Sounds good.
Boy. Oh. All right, we lost a little bit. There had to have been a better way.
If there was, we couldn't find
And
it.
we need to be ready to mix this fast because
Okay, so-
if you pour it on top, now you have a really high concentration. That'll start hurting.
Okay. All right. I got to put this down.
Oh, good. Hey, excellent. All right, that's good. And don't get it everywhere. That's it.
That's it.
Yep. Mix, mix, mix.
Ooh, it's turning a different color. It's turning green. It was pink. We're doing science for sure.
All right, here we go.
This is
Gonna be real fun.
first time applying.
I really think you should just dip the whole thing in.
Dip it?
Yeah, just dip it.
All right, but then how?
Yeah, just go. That's absolutely one very valid way of doing it.
Okay, here we go. We're doing the dip.
But that might be more for cloth, not matte.
Oh, you see what Nick does? He does that after you've already committed.
Look at it. It's perfect. Look at that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just jam it in there.
All right, we're jamming.
Oh, your watch.
My hands and everything else.
Can I help your watch? Do you care about it?
I do not care about my watch.
All right, that's good.
I don't care about. This is crazy.
Here, I would recommend this guy,
Okay.
and I will assist you with it. Just do it. It doesn't matter. The tools are cheap. Nice. Yeah,
So
this is gonna work.
That's crazy. It's like a used diaper. They got like that gel stuff in it. Holds up all the moisture.
Yeah.
You've never been in adult diapers before, Nick? This freaking guy.
I've never even seen kid diapers.
What? I don't believe that.
I've never been around kids.
What does that mean? You don't have kids in your family?
No.
Your what?
No.
Your siblings don't have kids? You have nieces, you have nephews?
I think that we got the timing just right. We're like, no.
Okay.
There you go, you did it.
All right, so while we have that drying, we're gonna go ahead and install the riv nuts for the rear wing. Pretty simple process, just drilled out the holes to make sure that the new riv nuts dropped right into place, get them seated and crimped, and then test fit to make sure everything works. And that is looking really good. Now that the bumper is completely dry, I'm happy to report that the wax paper did its job really well and there was no crazy drips or anything. It was very smooth on the front of the bumper. Now at this point, we are only 3 days away from the event and I'm getting really nervous because that does not leave us a lot of time for paint. And did I mention that I don't even have a painting appointment? That's right, that's not very good planning on my part, but I'm hoping you guys can relate to having a last minute bout of motivation where you really want to get something done for an event. I don't know what came over me, but I just really want to make this a special time and I really hope that I can get it to paint in time for the show. All right guys, so here's where we're at. I just went ahead and used 80 grit to really pit this out and give it a nice little taper, and then 180 for the general area. I wiped it down with a solvent cleaner, and this 3M stuff advised that you shouldn't do that if it's plastic, but I don't believe it applies for fiberglass, so we'll see how that goes. Here's the trick with this, right? So you were supposed to have gotten a gun, and I didn't get a gun, and the gun squeezes this out in equal parts. There's also a nozzle that mixes. The mixing time on this is very, very short. So here's what I'm gonna try to do first. I'm gonna try and do 2 things. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna take this off, I'm gonna use 2 sockets and press it up against here. Well, it's the next day, so we are going to get to sanding. It's going to be a lot of sanding, so I'm just going to get right to it. All right, so 80 grit is officially done. Let's take a look. So we're looking pretty good, but I did notice a couple of low spots, like there's a chip here. This little bit up there definitely needs to be filled. There's a low spot right here and here and here. So a little general skim coat there should do. A little bit here, a little bit there, and these holes right here I definitely want to hit. So I hit this pretty hard because it was very rounded and I wanted to get that shape back, and I think I went a little bit too deep. So I definitely want to skim these up, get that sorted, and I think the rest is good. All right, guys, bad news. The paint shop did not accept it. They didn't have enough time. So I've been looking on Facebook endlessly. I made countless posts on my Instagram. I've been in text chains, and nobody is available to paint the bumper. Things are not looking good. Like, except for this legend Paige, who hit me up and was like, hey, I can do it for you, no problem. It's about an hour away, and she is saving the day for Black Pearl Media today. And let me give a shout out to her Facebook page. Her Instagram is right here, and this is her Facebook page for her paint. All right, guys, so we made it to Grid Life, and as you can see, we have the bumper here. I picked it up late yesterday. I did get to see it over at Paige's house, who did the bumper. Thank you so much. You guys should check her out. But we're gonna unwrap it. We have the car here, and we're gonna put all this on so that, you know, it'll look all good together. I think it came out pretty well, but this will be like the first time really seeing it in the sunlight. So we will go ahead and unwrap this here. Boop. So I put some plastic on it and saran wrapped it to kind of protect it during the drive. Now the paint is still kind of soft, so that's why we drove the car here, but we didn't have the bumper on it. We wanted to wait till today to put it on, so it had more time to cure. And it's just gonna be sitting here. It's not gonna be really driving around too much. So we figured that would be good. And we will also see if it matches the car, because, you know, the car's paint is, you know, 16 years old or however old it is. So I'm sure there's a little bit of fading, but I think it's gonna match up pretty good. We're not looking for show car quality here. We're just looking for a good time, and much better than big cracks everywhere. This looks really good in the sun. Look at that. Oh, we got a little bit of sticking here, so let's try and be gentle. There we go. There's a little bit of an imprint. I think we can get that buffed out later once it's fully cured. Let's move this down here. How are we looking? No, I can handle it. I'll kind of pick it up. Let's see. Get that plastic off the edge there. Thank you. So that's what we're looking at like. I think it looks really good considering where it came from. You can see all of the fiberglass work inside here. So there was a massive crack here like you saw, massive crack here, huge spidering crack here. There's a crack over here. There's a crack down here that we filled in. So we're gonna put the mesh on the bumper itself, and then we're gonna install it on the car. So let's do that. Also let's show them this too, Ben. We also got the wing. Oh, we got to do it quick because there's cars coming. So that's the wing, and I think it matches up pretty well. So look at the paint together. I'm pretty excited about that paint match. That looks really good. All right, guys, so I am super excited about the repaired front bumper and the rear wing. Super happy with how it turned out, and I'm super excited about this event. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Please go check out Paige, show some support and love. She did this last minute as a favor, and she crushed it. Absolutely crushed it. Highly recommend it. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the weekend. See you guys on the next video.